Welcome to Fentanyl-laced tales straight from the junkie's mouth. Me, I'm your host, the Fear Junkie. Our first installment is a short tale of murder and revenge that begins and ends in a huge pool of blood. But don't they all? So quiet down, get a beverage, grab your courage and your sweetheart, and listen to a little story I like to call Confessional.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Sorry, I just feel a little uncomfortable calling you Father. I'm not even Roman Catholic, but I've seen enough movies to know how it works. It's been forever since my last confession, because this is my first one. Maybe I should start at the beginning of what brought me here, now. It was 1 year ago today. I decided to make a surprise visit back home to see the folks and my kid sister Janie. She had just turned 17, no longer a kid. Beautiful, sweet Janie, who could never harm a fly. She had nothing but good for everyone. And so talented, she could play her clarinet as naturally as a songbird singing in the breeze. I still remember the surprised look on her face when she saw me. I had caught her coming out of the swimming pool. She was smiling. Then her eyes went wide as they focused on my shoulder with a look of shock. I whirled around and I caught a fraction of a second of a glance at the face of the beast in the guise of a man. Before my world was torn apart, and the brilliant white light encompassed everything, then receded into an all-consuming blackness. But that face was forever burned in my memory. When I came to, the top of my skull felt as though it had been removed just above my ears, and the rest of my head was throbbing with the most encompassing pain I have ever felt, especially behind my ringing left ear. And I was thinking, this possibly couldn't be all of my blood. As I pushed myself up out of the puddle of blood, I realized I could only see out of my right eye, but suddenly my jumbled thoughts were all consumed by one. Find Janie. I struggled to my feet and tracked her water trail around the corner. I started to follow it and I remember absolutely reaching for my left eye. Find it dangling on my cheek. I shoved it back in its socket, but it didn't work and I didn't really care. All I wanted was to find Janie. Then the water trail turned to blood and I started to panic. She was just around the next corner, face down in her own pool of blood, naked, the beast having had his way with her. I rushed to her hoping to God she was still breathing. I turned her over. I couldn't even recognize her. Her face, so swollen, except for her open left eye. Unfocused, unseen, pupils so dilated it seemed so black and deep. Dear God, not Janie, not sweet Janie. All emotion just drained away, and my heart and soul reflected the blackness in her eyes. My vision began to tunnel and I realized that I must live, if only to send the beast to hell before me. And I did. I lived. I don't know how I made it to the phone to dial 911, but they assured me that I did. So they came and scraped me off the floor, took me to the hospital. It took a while for me to recover. They saved my eye, but it doesn't see much, other than the image of the beast, Janie's killer. That's right, I can still see him. When I finally came out of the anesthesia, Dad was there. He held my hand, told me everything was going to be fine. Did they get him? I asked immediately. Did they get Janie's murderer? Dad just looked away. That's when the pig showed up. Fucking idiot Keystone cunts that couldn't find their assholes with their own limp cocks. The useless shit stabbers. After admitting that they had no clue who did it, they asked me if I might remember anything that might help them crack the case. Like I was going to give them my only clue. Fuck them. I was going to handle this on my own. The doctor said I wouldn't be able to regain much control over the right side of my body, which was partially paralyzed. But those fucking retards are always wrong, aren't they? You can do anything you put your mind to, and I put my mind to finding the beast. I couldn't stop seeing his face unless I jabbed my left eye back out. It wasn't that hard to search the internet for his face. It took a while, but in the meantime I healed my body enough to get the job done, to avenge Janie, to bring death right back to the beast, before he could take another innocent life. I found the face burned into my left retina on the DMV website, along with his current address. Lucky me. He wasn't even that far away. A short drive. Just today, I faced the beast. The look of shock on its face so like Janie's. I didn't hesitate but fired 2 rounds directly into the beast's face, killing it instantly. It flopped to the ground and began its own pool of blood. His own. Then, all of my lost emotion raced up to find me as I heard the beast's, death rattle. Not even like a rattle at all. His last breath whistled out faintly from his throat, like the sound of a songbird singing in the breeze. But you didn't hear it, did you? You couldn't, not with 2 bullets in your ear, could you, Father? Father fuckhead. Father murderer, you Catholic prick. Now you can burn in hell, along with me.